very warm good morning, my dear students. Welcome to this digital chemistry class. As you know that we have started our unit 13, that is organic compound containing nitrogen, in which specially we are talking about amine group, which is the most important group of nitrogen family, in which RNH2 is amine group, which can produced from N lone pair H. So it means that this one hydrogen is replaced by any alkyl group. Okay, so one alkyl group is there and NH2 is there. So in this particular chapter, as I told you already, we are talking about classification and nomenclature that we have done already in previous video, and preparation of amine also we did. Now today we will do the properties of amine. Okay, and dear student, it is not first time we are doing, although chapter 10, chapter 11, chapter 12 also we started like this way. First we understood the meaning, then we understood the classification, then we did the nomenclature, then we did preparation, important reaction related to preparation, important reaction related to properties, then some important reaction and mechanism, then some important compounds. So similarly, the compound of nitrogen is diazonium salt. This is one separate group of nitrogen, so diazonium salt and their properties will do. So we will talk about basics. So amines are regarded as the derivatives of ammonia, in which 1, 2 or 3. There can be replacement of 1, there can be replacement of 2nd, there can be replacement of 3. It means that all the 3 atoms can also replaced by alkyl or aryl group. This can be alkyl, this can be aryl. If it is alkyl, then it is CH3. If it is aryl, then it will be benzene. In nature, amines occur among protein, vitamin, alkaloid and hormones that we have studied. This one, if we recapitulate classification according to this book, so amine we are classifying on aliphatic amine and aromatic amine. Aliphatic amine are simply the carbon chain like methane, ethane, propane, butane. So here suppose CH3, NH2 is there, NH2, NH2, these are amine. So methylamine, dimethylamine, propylamine, it means that amine is the most important functional group. If you will talk about aromatic group, there are two types of aromatic amine. One is aryl amine, second is aryl alkyl amine. It means that aryl amine in which one side aryl is there, aryl alkyl amine in which there is aryl and alkyl also with the amine. Okay, so hope so you understood. So in aryl amine, the nitrogen atom is directly bonded to one or more aromatic group of aryl. Suppose for example, this is very important. This is very important compound. This is called aniline. This is called commonly aniline, but it is amino benzene. So here also one hydrogen from amine is replaced by benzene ring. So that's why it is called amino benzene, or in commonly it is called aniline. This is toluene, you know very well, this is toluene. So 1, 3, at number 3 there is amino. So 1, 3 amino toluene. Commonly it is called metatoluidine. Toluidine. In is the suffix of amine. Suppose here ine, here dine. Then this side it is ethyl, this side it is benzene. So N-ethyl, if there is no number, then you add N-ethyl amino benzene. That is called N-ethyl aniline. Okay, and when alkyl we are talking about, so you can see here CH2, NH2, although it is like this, but here bond of carbon. Dear student, don't be confused. In this case, carbon, here carbon is there. Carbon is directly bonded with N. It means that CN bond is there. That's why it is aryl amine. Or other side also, the N is bonded with C. This. Okay. Here N is bonded with C. Here also N is bonded with C. But in this case, C bond with C. You can see C bond with C. Then other C is bonded with N. This second C is bonded with. That's why it is aryl alkyl. Aryl alkyl. Aromatic compound with the nitrogen atom or amino group is present with the side chain of benzene ring. So it is called benzyl amine. Benzyl amine. Benzene alkyl. Benzyl amine. Same similar way, beta phenyl ethyl amine. Got my point? So in this way also you can name. The amine can be classified primary, secondary and tertiary also. So in primary amine, the hydrogen atom of ammonia is replaced by R group. If 1R is there, then primary amine. If 2R is there, then secondary amine. If 3R is there, then tertiary. Then we were talking about nomenclature. We did nomenclature according to IUPAC. The nomenclature of amine is written by suffix amine, like ethane amine. Ethane amine is the IUPAC name. Common name will be ethylamine. Cyclohexane amine. The cyclohexane and benzene. Don't be confused. It is not benzene. If it will be given like this, अगर ये circle हो, then it is benzene. Without circle, this is cyclohexamine. Here you will start always counting from which side amine is nearest. 1, 2, 3. At 2 there is methyl. 2 methyl prop 1 amine is the name. Similarly, aromatic benzamine, aniline is also called N-methyl benzamine. Similar with toluenamine. So these are the some common nomenclature, and one page I have shared. From there also I think you practice. Then after that we did in the last video preparation, where amine can be prepared by ammonolysis. Ammonolysis, breakdown of amine and converting with the alkyl group. Reduction of nitroalkane, nitro group will convert into amine, and it is very important conversion. Nitrobenzene convert into aniline by using of SNHCl. This catalyst nitro can be changed into aniline. Reduction of nitrile, cyano group will change into amine, okay, with the help of nickel or platinum in the presence of lithium aluminum hydride. Then by reduction of amide, acid amide, that will lithium aluminum hydride. This lithium aluminum tetrahydride is very important compound. From amide by Hofmann degradation method. Hofmann degradation method is Hofmann degradation method. It is Hofmann bromine degradation method, full name. So it means a bromine will be replaced with NH2, sorry, RNH2. This KBr, sorry, not KBr, will react with bromine. This bromine will help to degrade this CO2. So K2Cr2 CO3 plus 2H2O. It is also very important reaction, that is called Hofmann bromine degradation. Next, Gabriel phthalimide. Phthalamic acid is this. It will convert into phthalimide when we will react with KOH alcohol or alkaline, if I'll say. So it will convert into phthalimide. Then that potassium phthalimide will convert into further N-ethylamide. Then N-ethylamide will hydrolyze and it will change into phthalic acid. Phthalic acid is benzene with carboxylic acid, and with this it will give primary alkyne. So Gabriel phthalimide synthesis used to produce primary amine. Okay, aryl halide cannot be converted to aryl amine by Gabriel synthesis because they do not undergo nucleophilic substitution with potassium phthalimide. So this is very important. Aryl halide cannot, only primary alkyl can be converted to aryl amine by Gabriel synthesis because they are going nucleophilic substitution. Now today we are going to start properties of amine. It is very important. You know, dear student, very well about basic difference between properties and preparation. In preparation we are doing the same type of reaction, but from some other compound we are preparing amine. But in properties, this side, reactant side, amine will be there, and from amine we will prepare some new compound. So let's see how many compounds is prepared with the help of amine and how we can prepare it. So first is basic character of amine. The basic property of amine is it is basic in character because the presence of lone pair of electron on the nitrogen atom of NH2 group. Amine have a tendency to donate this lone pair to electron. Because of that, it is treated as Lewis base. So see here, RNH2, this lone pair will given to H and it form RNH3 plus X. So in this way it can form diazonium salt, potassium ammonium chloride. Okay. Second, alkylation. Alkylation word mean it can convert amine into alkane. See, RNH2, when we will add Ri mean any halide, and will reduce N minus Hi. This R will replace with N, it will give secondary amine. From same, then it will give tertiary amine. From same it will give tetraalkyl ammonium hydride. Okay, so it means that it is conversion of simple amine into secondary, tertiary and tetraalkyl amine. Acylation, what is difference between alkylation and acylation? Alkylation में R जुड़ेगा, acylation में C double bond O, that will be C double bond O, acyl chloride. Okay, so whenever we are reacting any amine, see here, this is RNH2 plus Cl C double bond O CH3. This is called acyl group. In Friedel-Crafts we have studied. It will convert, HCl will lose though, so it means that carbon will react directly with N now. So RNH C double bond O CH3 N alkyl estamide. This is the compound. Then after that, acetyl chloride will convert into methyl acetamide. One more example we will take, that is R2N HCl, same. This is the compound, same compound. You will get different compound like NN dialkyl estamide, NN dimethyl estamide. Here it is methyl, here it is alkyl. 2R2 mean 2 time dialkyl is there. Here it is 1 time CH3, so methyl is there. Okay. Since tertiary amine do not contain replaceable hydrogen atom, they do not react with the acetyl chloride. So secondary and primary alkyl can react with primary amine can react with this acetyl chloride or acyl chloride, but tertiary cannot, because tertiary doesn't have any replaceable hydrogen, only it has a 3R. Aniline react in similar manner also, aromatic ring, so it will form acetaldehyde. This is also coming sometime, how you will convert aniline into acetanilide. So then you have to keep acetyl chloride in your mind. Action with Grignard reagent, dear students, and this we are constantly aldehyde, ketone, carboxylic acid we have seen, alcohol also we have seen. Grignard reagent is playing very important role to convert the basic compound into new compound. So here amine is converting in with the help of Grignard reagent. Grignard reagent MgBr with R. So this is R is alkyl here, ethyl. So ethyl magnesium bromide when react with aniline, it will convert the amine into ethane. It convert amine into ethane, okay, by giving methyl amino magnesium bromide. So the most important is, whenever question will come, convert amine into ethane, या methylamine into ethane, convert methylamine. This is methylamine. When methylamine convert into ethane, then you have to do this reaction. Second, methyl magnesium bromide, when it will react, then it will convert into methane. So dimethyl will convert into methane. Next is reaction with nitrous acid. We see what is nitrous acid. It is NHNO2, which is also important. Primary aliphatic amine rapidly react with the nitrous acid and form alcohol. This is also important when question will come, convert primary amine into alcohol. Okay, then we have to use nitrous acid. In nitrous acid, then N2 will come out because 2N is there and H2O will release. Primary aromatic amine react with nitrous acid in the cold to form diazonium salt, and this process of formation of diazonium salt by reaction the aromatic amine compound with nitrous acid is called diazotization. That diazotization process is C6H5NH2 plus 2HCl plus NaNO2 in the presence of, this is also very important reaction, diazotization. So there are some of the reaction that we have studied in this particular chapter, that is Hopman bromide reaction, in which amine can be prepared. Hopman bromide reaction, amine can be prepared from amide. Gabriel phthalimide we did, in which phthalimide will convert into ethylamine. Then we did diazotization, which is this, in which aniline when react with HCl NaNO2, ये याद रखना आपने, in the presence of this suitable temperature, it will convert into benzonium diazonium chloride. So simply, to convert aniline into benzonium diazonium salt, which is our next compound that we are going to study tomorrow, that is called diazotization reaction. Secondary amine will convert into nitrosoamine in the same way that in this aliphatic and aromatic amine react with nitrous acid. Here aliphatic and aromatic amine will react with nitrous acid slowly in the cold form and form nitrosoamine. Sometime, dear student, one question they can ask, that is Lieberman-Nitroso reaction. What do you mean by Lieberman-Nitroso reaction? The yellow oily nitrosamine gives a green solution when warmed with phenol and concentrated sulfuric acid. On dilution with water, the color changes to red. That yellow and green solution will change into red, but it changes to greenish blue to violet on the addition of sodium hydroxide. It means that with sulfuric acid on dilution water, it will change into red, whereas when will you add sodium hydroxide, it change green blue to violet. This overall reaction is called Lieberman-Nitroso reaction. Third is tertiary amine. As we have studied in secondary amine, there is a Lieberman-Nitroso reaction. So sometime question can come. Lieberman-Nitroso reaction occur only in, for example, primary, secondary, tertiary amine. So the right answer is secondary amine. So tertiary amine, they dissolve in cold nitroso acid to form salt, which decompose on warming of nitrosamine and alcohol. So see here, nitrosamine. This is R3R is the tertiary amine. When react with HNO2 nitrosyl, then it will convert into nitric salt, and warm water it will convert to nitrosamine and give ROH, alcohol also. Nitrosamine, it will convert tertiary amine into nitrosamine. Dear student, one more important reaction, fourth important reaction of this chapter is carbylamine reaction. This also you need to learn. Although we studied here diazotization, and carbylamine reaction is what? In which ethylamine will convert into ethyl carbylamine. Ethylamine C2H5NH2 will convert into CHCl3, that is I can say chloroform, with KH, potassium hydroxide, will convert ethyl carbylamine. It convert it into ethyl carbylamine plus KCl plus 3H2O. Then if we will talk about reaction of benzene nucleus, so there are as in aldehyde also, in ketone alcohol also we did halogenation. The reaction with halogen will give us 2,4,6-tribromoaniline. This is also one of the important question. Convert aniline into 2,4,6-tribromoaniline. That's nothing you have to do. You have to add 3 bromine. Will give HBr. When single bromine, then it is giving ortho-para-bromoaniline. Sulfonation, you will react sulfuric acid and it will give you sulfonilic acid. Sulfonilic acid. Okay. By reacting H2SO4, it will give sulfonic acid, and all the reaction will be with aniline. Nitration, it will give acetaldehyde. Acetanilide is what is reacting with acetyl chloride. Already we have done this. This will release this HCl, will react COO. This whole will react with N. Okay. Then the last, if you will see, so further when it will react, it will give us ortho-para-nitroacetanildehyde, and on hydrolysis we will ortho-nitroaniline and para-nitroaniline. Now, one of very important reaction, that is coupling reaction, and this is the last reaction. Coupling reaction with diazonium salt. Couple mean two. So here two benzene, two nitrogen, that will react with each other. See here, benzene diazonium chloride, you know very well what is the formula of benzene diazonium chloride. It is N2Cl. So N2 is written N triple bond N, Cl is here, and aniline is, you know, on the other hand side, that is simply benzene ring with NH2. So in this NH2, one hydrogen will replace by Cl, one hydrogen and Cl will replace by use of acid in ice cold. It will convert. Now HCl will remove the 3N in a row will bonded with each other. That is called diazoaminobenzene. Diazoaminobenzene, when rearranged, so it will convert into para-aminoazobenzene, the yellow dye. It is azobenzene because N2 is called azo, 2 benzene is there, so it is becoming, and this side amino is there, so para-aminoazobenzene, yellow dye. Okay, this is coupling reaction. That's why it is called coupling reaction, because you can see here 2 benzene ring is combined to form azo. So this is all about the properties, dear students. So if you like the video, so please do self study also, and try to practice all the reactions, because in preparation and properties you have to make some flow chart, you have to make some roadmap, you have to make some map mind. Only then you can understand. Although I will share the map minding of this also, but by watching this video, after watching this video, you can understand what I'm going to teach in live class. So please try to understand, and try to watch this video 2 times 3 times, so that you can understand the properties of amine in a better way. So now tomorrow we will start our diazonium salt, which is very important, and its properties also. So thank you, have a nice day. Thank you.